Hey, what's up, fellas? It's a problem. It's 1 o'clock. It's the 14th of October. It's 72 degrees outside. It's beautiful. And I'm going to share some of the reasons why my face and body look the way they do. Now, I'm going to show you uh, just some of the scars I have from being who I am. I don't know if you can see this, but I have a triangle scar right here where a guy shoved. I don't know if you've ever been locked up, but what they do is you wrap a bunch of tape or uh, cloth around a pencil, and then I got caught here. It drove into. I don't know if you can see that, but it drove into my gum, into my face. I also, if you never notice, I have a piece of flesh missing that is from up inside of my mouth. Um, my nose. Now I know in my mind, my nose still looks very nice and small, but if this part is, I've actually had it. The last time it happened when I had my nose broken, it was a smashed, almost flat. I couldn't breathe. Um, I have some scars up here in my eyebrows. I have some scars up here in my forehead. I have a scar on my face. Yeah, right there where a piece of metal when I got zapped with an IED went through my lip, and then it went. That's why I got. That's why the army bought me new teeth. It wrecked. It's called your palate, your upper palate. um, wow. Let me see if I can show you my scar on my leg. I'll set my leg up here. Hopefully, you can see I have a scar that goes down my leg. Uh, this leg was dislocated at the knee joint laterally. So if I'm looking at you like this, the knee and my foot was facing that way. This one here, I don't know if you can see it, but it's from here. I'll try to show you. Where's my finger? From here, goes all the way up. I think it goes up quite a bit more. That leg was what's called a posterior dislocation. The other one was This one was a lateral dislocation, and this one was a posterior dislocation, which means, like say if this is my leg, it was bent up like this, and the other one was bent over like that. I got a couple of stab wounds in my lower back around and I got one in my ass cheek. Listen, we don't all grow up the same. I'm not bragging, but I'm still fucking here. I would love to tell you that I won all of those fights. And that, yeah, man, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I don't think I'll ever talk to anybody about what happened here. That happened when I was young. I got, I don't know if you know this, but you can actually punch somebody so hard that the skin and the meat underneath separates, and when it grows back, it leaves this type of groove in your face. I got dents all over the place. They got a fucking dent in my head. My wife gets so alarmed when, anyways, doesn't fucking matter. Yeah. Uh, and I'll throw this off into, all right, I'm going to throw this off into a different direction. I'm going to talk to you guys about picking a side. Now, there are, in my opinion, you have the ability to make three types of a decision. All right, and no matter which one of these three types of decisions you choose to make, You've made a decision. Now, you don't have to agree with me, but just hear me out, okay? If I decide to be pro something, I've made a decision. If I've decided to be against, I get upset when I talk about my scars. I mean, it's just it's just some of the stuff's just like clipping a, doesn't fucking matter. If you decide that you're pro, you've made a decision. If you decided that you're against something, you've actually made a decision. And here's the one that I go round and round a lot with people is even when you choose not to decide, that's a decision. To stand in the middle of the road is a decision. Same like being on the right side of the road or the left side of the road. Those are all three decisions. Now, you can act like because you weren't pro or con that you didn't make a decision, but you actually did. Um, the other thing, this is the last thing I'm going to talk about, and then I'm going to go off and start playing music. And look, don't. What? Did you see? What? Don't hate me. Do not hate me because I'm pretty. Now I'm what we call fucked up pretty. Anyway, and here are money mistakes that I hope I can keep you from making the same ones I did. If you have plans and a career and you make lists and you work through your plans and that and you become successful, there are other people that are going to try to take what you have. They're going to ask you for money and that. Do not. Don't fucking loan money to anybody. Every man starts off somewhere. And whether you start off behind other people and you have to fight twice as hard to make it half the distance, that's not the other guy's fault. You just got to keep grinding. Don't let people borrow money from you. It will change your dynamic with that person. So the other one is, the first thing I do every month, whether I can afford it or not, is I always pay myself off the top 10%. 10%. Every check, every penny I make is for mine to keep. I make $1, a dime goes to me. I always pay myself first. I don't give a fuck if I'm eating ketchup packets and washing up in the Walmart bathroom and sleeping. It doesn't fucking matter. Eating out of dumpsters. That shit don't matter to me. And the thing is, I would say one of the top 5 best things you can do for yourself is learn about money, learn about interest, learn about how to invest money, and only invest in things that you understand. There are so many fucking scammers out there. It's pathetic at how, I can't tell you. I can tell you, I don't know if you know much about being locked up, but you catch somebody in the bathroom and we would fuck these scammers up. I'm talking about these multi-level marketing guys. And we could scuff them up for fun. Who are they gonna fucking tell? Anyway, I'm not gonna get off on a tangent. Yeah, I have a lot of scars. I don't show people. I don't talk about any of the. I don't talk about any of that other stuff. So, and you got to pick a side. Now, for me, this is the last part I'm going to talk to you about today. We're all in a gang. Now, you may not believe that. You may not believe any of that. We're all in a gang, and you can call it a tribe or whatever you want. But we're all in a gang. You aren't paying taxes. You aren't paying for the roads to be built, the schools, or anything else other than our country, the United States of America. I may not agree with the policies or the things that we're doing, but I guarantee you I wouldn't want to live anywhere else. And that's my team. I'm on Team America. I don't care. You know what? I know our government's corrupt. I know our government makes things go bump in the night. I, I, I can tell you, after living in every part of Central and South America, North Africa, South Africa, Asia, parts of Europe, I can tell you, whether you, and God, fuck Canada, they're all fucked up now. I know it may seem bad here, but it's nothing like it is in other parts of the world. I can't even tell you. So, sometimes, whether you like it or not, you have to pick a team. And even if you choose not to pick a team, you've still made a decision. Again, I believe in the core principles of our country. Um, I'm not going to abandon our country. And that's my side. I picked the U.S. I picked the U.S. over Canada, over Mexico, over any of the other countries on planet Earth. I picked that. I will always remain loyal. And you know what? Even if you decide not to decide, you've still made a decision. All right? You guys stay safe and healthy. Take care of each other if you can. And if you can't, take care of your fucking self, because you're worth it. I guarantee you're worth it. You matter. You're important to me. And you know what? Whether anyone wants to admit it, you're the future. All right? Like a fart in a G-string from West Texas, El Paso. I'm out of here. Bye-bye.